Hello everyone, how are we doing today? I am super excited to be going through a micro cabin that I built to kind of give some of those autumnal vibes that we're experiencing here in November right now, so I'm really excited to do this. And ChatGPT helped me a little bit with this concept. So if you're new to my channel, sometimes I will incorporate ChatGPT just to give me some off-the-wall random idea. And I think this is kind of fun for a couple of reasons. One is that it'll do sometimes like the most off-the-wall thing, and sometimes I'll actually try to recreate it, and a couple of instances is that creating like a bedroom on a balcony outside, which makes absolutely no sense. And then sometimes it'll just have me do some kind of crazy layering techniques with terrain manipulation and things like that. So it kind of gets me out of my comfort zone sometimes to try and mimic the picture that it gives me, because then otherwise I wouldn't try to do some of these things that are a little bit more challenging, especially when you get to terrain tools. So, you know. Anyway, let's go ahead and I'll give you the brief overview of this. So as you can see, I just basically asked it to give me a fun concept for a micro home build in The Sims that is autumnal. That was it. It came up with this cozy cabin retreat, and I was like, this would be great for, you know, a destination world. It has some kind of ideas for parameters, and this is what I really like about ChatGPT, kind of giving me some just general concepts to think through and how I want to do. Sometimes it can feel overwhelming to start from scratch, particularly whenever you don't have any type of inspiration at the time. So for the exterior on this build, it mentioned warm earthy colors using a mix of rustic wood paneling. Some stone accents go for warm brown, burnt orange, deep red tones. Cottage Living Pack offers great rustic texture, so it even is like suggesting this. And if you haven't used this before, this is the Sims Specialist GPT. So there is a specific chat GPT that you can use that is focused on the Sims. It said like a pumpkin patch in a garden, add a small garden with pumpkins, sunflowers, seasonal plants, and it even mentions a couple of other packs. So this creates a festive fall atmosphere. Leafy pathway, use terrain paint with fallen leaves. That one's a little tricky. We don't have like a lot of fallen leaves unless you put it in like the autumn season. And then fire pit area, create a cozy outdoor seating area with a fire pit surrounded by log chairs. Perfect for storytelling or roasting marshmallows on a chilly fall night. And then for the interior, it just mentions warm lighting and a fireplace. And then cozy multifunctional living area. Obviously, with it being a small house, that's kind of a give me. Like, that's not anything novel necessarily, but combine a comfy reading nook with a love seat covered in autumn-colored cushions and throw blankets, along with small but functional kitchenette. And then decorative touches, use decor like seasonal wreaths, autumn leaf garlands, and wooden furniture to make the space feel rustic and lived in. The Seasons pack has plenty of harvest-themed decorations like cornucopias and hanging herbs. And then a mini loft bedroom, if possible. Create a small loft space with a cozy bed under the eaves, filled with with plaid blankets or neutral tones with pops of fall color. And then it even says like add seasonal lighting for final touches, hanging fairy lights, a front porch with rocking chairs, pumpkins, and some hanging plants can complete the look. And so I always ask it to give me a reference photo, and this is what it gave me, which is super cute. I really like the idea of this small cabin escape. It's all like wood paneling. You have the metal roofing, you have a skylight right here, and just the wreaths, the decor, the leaves on this little awning for the front porch. I thought that was a really cute idea. And then you have like a little bonfire area with rocking chairs and a path over here. And like storage in the back, you have the sunflowers. So I try to incorporate basically every aspect of this, along with the floor plan as well, into this build. And so I ended up building it actually in the destination world, so you can go take a vacation, and it's in Granite Falls, and that's from the Outdoor Retreat pack. So if you don't have that, I mean, obviously you can still download the house and place it on any lot that you want. So I do have it here on the gallery, and it is a limited pack build. So I did a limited pack build. For me, this is limited pack. It was 10 packs, but I was streaming yesterday and working on that abandoned pink mansion, and I came across a picture that I really wanted to use, and so that added the fitness pack. So, you know, I'm sorry about that. So it's 11 packs, but it's Horse Ranch, Growing Together, Cottage Living, Snowy Escape, Seasons, Get Together, then Outdoor Retreat, Tiny Living, fitness stuff, spooky stuff, and then the little campers. I will say, for many of these, it's just for a few items. So like I said, the fitness stuff pack, that one is literally just this picture. I used it twice with different swatches. And then like Get Together is just a few plants. So, you know, you really don't need every single one of these. I would say that, look, Growing Together, I don't even know why that's on there. It says I didn't use anything. The gallery be doing some weird stuff all the time, but it's 67,000 simoleons, which for me, if you're new to my channel, that's extremely cheap. I mean extremely cheap. I hardly ever put anything up that's less than 100,000, except for the one base game starter build that I've done. And so this is like a really good deal from me. This is the build right here from the outside. We're in the summertime right now. I like the way the flowers look in the summertime. So that's what we're doing with that. I have a few things that I really want to point out. First being that if you download this from the gallery, I would appreciate your help, because I was trying to test play it with a sim because I needed to test the interior, and I never got to test it because I could not get my sim to go on the front porch. They come up with a little icon that you can't walk on the front porch, and it shows a couple of items. I delete them. I deleted so many items. I cannot figure out why they will not go on the steps. But I worked so hard on this, I was like, I am not gonna not upload it. Do with it what you will, but if you figure it out, by all means, please let me know, because it drove me crazy trying to figure it out. And I'll tell you why I really wanted to test play it in the first place. Why am I saying test play? Play test it. Have I been saying test play the whole time? Definitely meant play test. Play testing it. As you come up here, you'll see a lot of the stickers because I have a lot of like fireflies, dragonflies, I have a lot of fish in the back and things like that. So we'll go in vacation mode and see it at nighttime. But for this build, you have this like cute little dirt pathway. You have the bonfire. Just keep in mind the ChatGPT stuff. So we have the rocking chairs, the bonfire area, a lot of fall, festive decor in the front. We have a lot of sunflowers placed around here, and I even, like with the awning here, used the leaves. I put some leaves on the top right here. I use seasonal wreaths, so we have the front window with a wreath on it, so if you remember that being in the picture, you know, trying to incorporate a lot of those aspects. I went with tall walls because of how I wanted the interior to be a lofted bed space, so I needed the higher height for that in order to make that work. So that's why it's not like a cute short little cabin, but I made it really tall. And then another kind of aspect of the build, just kind of panning around here, we have a skylight. It's over here. This is actually like the shower area, so you know, trying to incorporate that. But I did put on the main roof part this cute little like dormer, and I thought that went with the vibes. But we have the stone accents as well. So stone accents are all around with the trash can. You have this back here with the bathrooms and a pea bush, because inside we don't have a toilet. It wasn't big enough, so you know, we're just pretending you're getting the full outdoor experience with this build, and you are going outside to go to the bathroom. So maybe a little too realistic there for some people. But you have this cute like little camping ground outside, and I'll show you at nighttime what it looks like. I love this little post with a lamp, and so I snuck it into the tree, so it looks like it's just hanging on a branch off the tree with the lantern right here. And you have a couple of grills, some picnic tables. You have a cute little cozy like picnic area right here. I was picturing more like kids hanging out, stargazing at nighttime, having fun. I put the storybooks out here. So it's just a cute little area to kind of relax and get away. And then you have the wishing well, the bird bath, your little flock of wild birds over here. And then at the front of the path, I put like this marker with like the map. And I thought that made sense with this being a lodging destination. Now I still put a mailbox because I want it to function like a house. You can plop it down in any lot you want to. So I did still put that, even though it is meant to be like a retreat. We have the cute little swing set over here with the lights on it. This is just like a cute vibe overall. So I wanted to incorporate as much as I could from the pictures that were given. Let's get the sun back on for a little bit. So as you kind of venture over here, this pickup truck is a nice little detail. I put pumpkins in the back, and I put a little ribbon on it, just pretending because we have a pumpkin patch, like there was a contest of some sort. And so I thought that was a cute little display to put back there. We have a couple of cow plants as well. But this was supposed to be like a fun vibe back here with the pumpkin patch and the pond. So I put this pier that's kind of broken down a little bit, and you can go fishing. Obviously not on this, but you can go around the edges and fish out here. I put a ton of fun little things like fish, fireflies, dragonflies, the whole gambit of things all around this whole lot. So literally under all of these plants everywhere, you can see some of them sticking out over here. I have them all over the place. So it's going to be really pretty at nighttime. But I like these like signs that we put around here, because I like to picture that even though it's on a lot, this is all open space. So it's kind of like you're in a park or something. So anyone can kind of venture over here and get a pumpkin or something like that. It's not really meant to be so closed off. Obviously that's just pretend, but I like the idea of that. I put the fishing sign here, and that kind of matches this with the fire pit sign. So that's why I was pretending that was anyway. So really cute vibes overall. I really got into this. And then over on the other side of the cabin, you have a forager's table, and I thought that was appropriate for the space. And then I even like kind of put some extra essentials over here and a lantern. I have some bees, some more sunflowers. Just wanted it to be really pretty. You have a telescope. Tried to incorporate some of these like skills and activities that you can do, at least given the size of the lot and the house on the inside. But that's essentially the outside of the lot. I forgot to mention really quickly, you do have a cute little bench right here with another bonfire and just some cute decor along the side here and a hose. You have your storage. So if you remember in the ChatGPT photo, there's like a little storage thing in the very back. And so that's kind of what this is mimicking a little on that front. But just overall had a lot of fun with the exterior on this. And I will go ahead and put a little plug right here that there was one live stream where I worked on this, and I'll link that down below if you want to kind of just hang out and see me work on this lot. It wasn't at the very beginning stages. It was primarily working on the outside of the lot. So if you really like the outside, you can kind of see how some people who were in the chat were kind of helping me through some ideas, and you can see me do it in live time. So that is available to you. I have been streaming a lot more often. I stream on TikTok, Twitch, and here on YouTube. If you want, for the most part, Sims content only, then you're fine here on YouTube, but I do stream some other games more so for TikTok and Twitch, so if you want to follow me on those platforms, go ahead, and I'd love to hang out with you over there. But back to the build, let's go inside and see what this looks like. So as you enter the front right here, lots of wood, which I think is like the main point I want to get across, and cute autumnal vibes. You have the cornucopia in the kitchen right here, the cute little fall rugs, and just an old-timey stove. I used like some cottagey vibes for the kitchen a good bit. I thought that lent to the atmosphere and what we were going for. So you have some cute clutter on top of that, and then over to the left you have like a living space. So this is where I will go ahead and tell you that this is why I was wanting to play test it. So you have this like opening right here off of the living space, and I put like the little sofa Murphy bed from Tiny Living in that space, and that was never really meant to be functional. I build for vibes, not for function, so I say that a lot on my channel. I pretended these towels were throw blankets, and so we have some cute, you know, autumnal vibes, colors all in the living space with reds, oranges, and kind of this green, and also the turquoisey cyan color and pops of yellow. So those were kind of the colors that we were using in this build. Now, whenever you do this, this can be functional. I have seen it done before. And so upstairs, I have this bed up here with just a night table. These were the pictures I wanted to add primarily because of Ranger Stanley. This swatch right here, and we have him out here, and he pops up in a couple of other places too, but I just thought it was cute to add that. So yes, I added a pack just so I could add these pictures. So if you don't have the fitness stuff pack, that's fine. You don't need that. But this can be functional. This bed can be functional being over this living space. And what I did was I actually just put these shelves and sized them up and put them as like a floor for this. And you don't even really need this. You can just have the bed floating, and that works perfectly fine. But I wanted to pretend like there was a floor underneath it. Now, whenever you do this, to make it work better, you usually can only have one square, like one tile of like seating space or whatever. So you could put a desk with a computer chair underneath it, and the bed will still function. So the fact that I think since these are both seating areas, the bed wouldn't function already with just the way that this is laid out, but you can definitely delete this altogether and put a computer. And I wanted to test it to see if it would work. Again, I can't get a sim inside the house to even test it, so if it doesn't work, I'm sorry, but it should work. It should work. And I might have the height on the walls wrong or something with this half wall that I have right here, but I have watched TikTok videos of people being able to make this work, so it is possible. I'm really sorry that I couldn't play test it. Let me know in the comments if you play test it and you're able to make it work. Just message how you made it work. But I thought this was really cute to put in here with the Tiny Living, and I put these cards up here to give more autumn vibes, and I put some nice little cutesy autumnal, and at the time when I started this build, it was closer around Halloween, so I put that in there as well. And then I wanted to put these sunflowers inside as well. So you do have a TV, it's on this wall, so that's another kind of space for entertainment, but I have the cross stitching and a cute little mushroom seat right there as well for you. And then up here, you do see the doorway, and that's to this little kind of half bath idea situation where it's just a shower with a sink. And so it's a cute little space, but I couldn't really fit a toilet in here very well the way I wanted to. So that's why I was like, well, we can make it like an outhouse situation where that's even more realistic for the camping vibes anyway. So that's what I was thinking for that. So, I mean, that's pretty much the build. I had a lot of fun with this despite the challenges with trying to play test it. So I'm really sorry about that, but let's see what it looks like at night. I just want to show you all the vibes of this at nighttime. And also, if you want to place it on the same lot, you just go to Destination World's Granite Falls, and it's on this 30 by 20 lot right here. So the lot traits are bracing breezes, peace and quiet, and private dwelling. Take a vacation. Let's go. Let's do this. Granite Falls. Let's spend a full week here. We got the dough, we can do it. I did learn that I don't like building in Destination Worlds for this reason, because it's kind of a pain to have to like go into a sim, let them go on vacation to go into it. If there's a better way to get live mode for a Destination World, then let me know. Well, our sim is burning to death. There we go, she should be fine. You should be fine. There we go, quite literally, it says she's fine. So you can like see a lot of the aminals everywhere. You see all the dragonflies. I think this is like a really cute vibe with the dragonflies here. And you have some fireflies too, but you can see the fish. You got all the fishies everywhere. And I think I have like the bubbles coming up in a couple of spots, but I tried to stop making it hot. Oh no, she's gonna die. Okay, I'm just gonna make it fall so we don't have to like deal with that all the time. So you can kind of see what it looks like in the fall time. Or lots of people. Oh no, the Grim Reaper. Oh, was he like getting ready to take her? Oh, that's funny. She's laying down though. She's fine though, right? She's fine. She's still alive. That's funny. My pile of leaves are gone. That's kind of sad. You don't get to see the leaves there. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. But this is the vibes though at nighttime, and I think it's really cute. I'm actually kind of shocked that you don't see as many. I'm not sure like why it's so hard to see the fireflies. Maybe I have too many lights outside, but I mean, I put so many firefly stickers everywhere. I'm kind of surprised that we don't see them as much. Our cow plants are dead. Oh, that's cute. It has the decor for Love Day, and that lasted all of 2 seconds. And last but not least, if you're new to my channel, I always like to hide something in my builds or have some type of interactive element. So in this build, I hid the Wolf Pytts essential utensils. So this is what you're looking for somewhere in this lot. I have this item. So I hope you have fun looking for that. I hope you enjoyed this build, and I hope you enjoy playing with it. And again, if you can figure out what it is, it shows like the brown barrel that I have by the bench as one of the items that's blocking the way. I've tried deleting it entirely, and it still ends up showing just the footprints, you know, with the X mark on it. So it's like, even if I delete all the items around the staircase, I still cannot get them to walk on it. So if you figure it out, let me know. Either way, I think this is a fun lot for you to kind of put your own twist on it if you wanted to. And if you've been hanging out on my live streams, we've been having a lot of fun. Thanks again. I just want to give a shout out to all of you who have made that so enjoyable for me, and I've gotten to meet so many new people on all 3 platforms. And once I hit like a big milestone for my subscribers here on YouTube, I'll probably put out a video that better explains this. But for right now, my YouTube channel, I'm trying to focus primarily on Sims content. And by Sims, I mean like Sims games. So Sims 4 is definitely going to take the bulk of that, but I am interested in other simulation games and playing those and maybe branching off from there in the future. Some people were asking about Stardew Valley, which is something I've been interested in playing. So if you're interested in me kind of branching out a little bit to just a couple of games, I don't want to like play everything under the sun on this YouTube channel, but that's why if you want to just hang out with me in general, go follow me on Twitch, because I do plan on streaming just anything and everything on Twitch. I've been streaming Fortnite a lot over there, and as well on TikTok. If you want to make sure you catch my streams for other games there, you can follow me. I'm Dr. Sims with 3 S's everywhere, so I should be relatively easy to find on those. And if you want to follow me and hang out, I appreciate it, and thank you so much for your support. And it's been great meeting all of you and hanging out. So I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I hope to see you in the next one. Okay? Bye. Y'all really don't know how much it bothers me from playtesting that I cannot get my sim to move around that lot with how much effort I put into it. So I hope you all can help me out a little bit on figuring out what the main issue is.